Today we're taking a look at the new 2024 Sequel 33 by Darton Archery. Welcome back to Mike's Archery, and today we have got the new 2024 lineup by Darton here, and on the table we have got the new Sequel 33. Now the specs on this bow are coming in very similar to the 31. If you watch our other video, a lot of the specs are very similar, and the speed on this new 33 is the same as the 31 at 335 feet per second. Axle to axle is obviously a little bit longer at 33 1/16 inch, and that gives you an overall cam to cam length of 38 1/4 inches. Now the brace height on this bow is 6.3 inches, and that is actually the same as the 31 as well. And the overall advertised weight on this bow is coming in at 4.65 pounds without their LVS, which is the little stabilizer mounted low on the riser. Now as we took this bow out of the box, we threw it on the scale. We got an out of the box weight of 5 pounds even, and once we took those extra accessories off, we got it down to 4.8, which is just a fudge over what they have advertised. Now the draw length option on this redesigned cam is going to give you the option to move this cam from 25.5 inches on the low end out to a full 31 inches on the long end. Being a 33 inch axle to axle, you're gaining just a little bit more on the draw length there for some of you bigger guys, but if you're a true 32 or bigger, the 33 is still not going to fit you. Now the draw weight options on this bow are coming in with a 50, 60, or 70 pound max. They are lacking that 80 pound high end that a lot of guys are going to with these smoother bows. And if you're wanting a much lighter weight, say a 40 pound max for a woman, or if you've got shoulder issues, you're not going to get that option. But a 50, 60, 70 is going to fit most people. Now the let off option on this bow is going to be adjustable from 80 to 85% on this cam. And then as we look at some of the new features on this bow, Darton has been known to have this pre-stressed forged aluminum riser made out of that 7075T 6511 aluminum, and that remains with these new bows. They've also milled the cams out of a 7075 BBS aluminum, and with this new dual sync cam with the rotating mod, it's going to give a really nice solid platform for you to build off of. They also used 1/4 inch axles and 5/8 bearings, so this bow is going to be robust and tough to stand up to a ton of shots over time. They also took the limb pockets and made a wide limb stance with wider limb pockets that is also going to add to the stability and shootability of this new Darton bow. Now some of the other features they added in there is an integrated rest system. So they're going to have that dovetail on the back that they're going to be able to mount not only the QAD, but a lot of other options that have been coming to the market over the last couple of years to stay with that integrated option and your favorite rest. From there, they added the new grip that's a redesigned new Darton angle grip, milled directly into the riser. It's a nice slim, sleek grip, sits in your hand very well and feels very comfortable on the shot. They rounded out their system with a new yoke system on the cables, as well as keeping with their roller guard in the riser. So this is creating a great platform for the new Darton bows. It looks a lot different, less bulky than what we've seen in the past. We love the feel and the look of these new Darton bows. Now as far as color options on these bows, you're going to be able to pick them up in several solid options, starting with a black, as well as a desert tan with black limbs, a flat dark earth with black limbs, as well as a gray with black, or the OD riser with black limbs. So all these solid colors are only going to be available with a black limb option, not fully solided out on those colors. Now as we move over to their camo palettes, you've only got a couple camos to choose from on these new bows, one of which is the King's XK7 or the Ursi 2.0 that was on the Dartons in the past, and you can get those fully camoed out or with black limbs. Now as far as the price point on the new Sequel 33, this bow is coming in at $1,099, and they have kept the price the same for the 33 as well as the 31, making it a nice value, coming in a little bit below what most of the competition has been at with that $1,300 price point. So with this, you got a great bow with a great platform that's going to compete well in the market, and you should take a look at these new Dartons at this price point for the savings. Now from here, we're going to step back to the lane, take a few shots out of this bow, show you exactly what it's given as far as specs with that 350 all the way out to a 500 grain arrow, as well as the noise rating. And as usual, we will be shooting this bow on 29 inch draw length, 70 pounds at 85% let off. So we step back here to the lane, and we have got the new Darton Sequel 33, and we're going to shoot this thing over the Chrono, give you a complete breakdown of all those speeds from a 350 out to a 500. And as usual, we are shooting these bows at that 29 inch draw length, 70 pounds on 85% let off. So let's see what kind of numbers this new Sequel 33 puts up. All right, so with a 350 grain arrow, this bow is putting out 309. And then we upped it to a 400 grain arrow, we got it down to 289. And with a 450 grain arrow, we got 274 feet per second. And with a 500 grain arrow, we got 260. Now, since they advertised this 33 as the same feet per second with IBO ratings as the 31, we kind of expected it to be pretty similar, within a foot or two of the same speeds as the 31. However, this bow is coming in about 10 feet a second slower across the board. I'm not sure what the reason there is, but we're just not seeing the equal speeds that Darton advertised for the 33 and the 31. But overall, still some nice speeds. Will make a nice hunting bow. Once you weight this back up, get a hunting arrow set up in it, it's going to be fine. You're still going to see this bow performing in the 260 to 280 range depending on your setup. Now from there, as far as the noise rating on the 33, it came in at 94.7 decibels. Quite a bit quieter than the 31 and right there with what we have seen out of some other manufacturers. So the 33 being a quieter bow is not surprising, especially with it shooting the slower speeds. It would be expected that it would also be quieter. Now from there, as far as the feel and look of the new Darton, we like all the changes that Darton has made for this year. Aesthetically, this bow looks nicer, looks better than what we've seen in the past. We really thought the older bows were a little bit bulky, kind of blocky. They weren't that pretty of a bow, but the new Darton design with the cutouts and the cages in the riser, bring it up to date, make it look really nice. Now as far as the draw cycle on this bow, very smooth. The 33 is certainly a little bit smoother than the 31. Again, to be expected with that extra axle to axle length. It's just going to change that string angle, the way that cam rotates. It's going to be smoother, and it is. You're going to notice it when you draw it. The grip on this new bow that's redesigned feels great in your hands, sits very well, points really well. Just overall a nice change there as well. The aftershot on this bow is as dead as anything on the market and feels great when you're shooting it. So overall, we're really pleased with the changes that Darton has made. I think they've got a really solid platform here, and you need to take a look at the new Dartons when you're in your shop. If you're looking at a new bow for this year, shoot this, compare it to the competition, and see what you think. Make an informed decision. And if you're wanting one of these new Dartons, give us a call here at Mike's Archery. Jump on the website. We can get one of these shipped to you and put in your hands. So take a look at the new Dartons for 2024.